Hey hoodies, welcome back to my channel. My name is hautemesstom. Today I want to wear a red lipstick, and that's the premise of the video. I love the way that a red lip looks, and I just feel like I so rarely bother to put one on. But the order of operations that I do my makeup in often leads me to have to finish off a look after I've done my eyes and cheeks. What I want to do today is I'm going to put my lip on first, and then we're going to work our way backwards. And what I really wanted to do today also is use only a couple things from my testing drawer, and those two things are these two lip products that were sent to me by my friend Ananda, who's also known as Medium Olive on Instagram. I will link her down in my description box if you're interested in seeing her. She has a medium olive skin tone, and like all of her content is about that, so please go check her out. She sent me these two items. I'm not sure if they're supposed to go together, but I received this Haus Labs Le Monster lip crayon 2.0, and it's in this beautiful red. I also have some other swatches on the back of my hand. Ignore those. I might also use one of those, but it's just an eyeliner, so it's not super exciting. And then I also have this Gucci liquid lipstick in Melted Rosewood, I think is what it says, Melted Rosewood. So this is Melted Rosewood from Gucci, and then that's the Haus Labs. I'm not sure they 100% work together, and I also thought that the Haus Labs one would be a little bit bolder. And these aren't the boldest of reds either. I'll like make that pretty clear. Like, I don't think that these are the most bold reds I've ever seen in my whole life. I think I want to go with this Gucci one just to see about the formula. So I'm gonna apply that to my lips, and then we'll move on from there. Oh god, I have goop on my lips. I made sure that I really layered on the lip balm before doing this video, because I was like, we're starting with lips. In most of my videos, if you've ever watched one, I like normally put like a lip balm on at the beginning of the video, so by the end of the video, whenever I'm applying a lip product, it's like ready to go. I'm working in reverse order today. So let's try this again. The mirror in this bronzer is so dirty. That's a really lovely matte lip formula. I literally just got something from Florasis, which I now want to swatch next to this Gucci lipstick because I think they're the same shade. I haven't put this on my lips yet, but I was just watching Khaki use this. They're pretty similar. Not exactly the same, but pretty close. It feels like a blotted lip, and I feel like it looks like a blotted lip because I feel like when you look at this shade, when you look at it on my lips, it's not super bold, but like it looks like it should be super bold. Maybe this isn't the bold lip that I thought it was gonna be. Let me take this off and let me put on the Haus Labs, and I'll just put that all over my lips. But even then, not super red. I have been wanting just to wear a red lip, and this is really pretty. It's not quite hitting what I was thinking. Let me try this again. I do want to do a look surrounded this lip color too. I feel like it's an interesting lip color that's like not really like common in what I usually wear color wise, because I've just been so leaning into the cool tones, you know, this past year and this red is just like not in my wheelhouse really. I just think that like red lips are so pretty, and even that lip that I just had on was really pretty, but it just wouldn't work with a lot of the stuff that I've been doing as of late. So let's try this all over the lips and let's see if it gets me to the red that I'd like it to be. Okay, I have a couple questions about this. Is there a sharpener in the bottom? Curiosity is really getting to me here. I feel like there is a sharpener in the top of this, but I don't know how far to like push it out, but it's like, it has that nice point to it. And I feel like this is shaped like this specifically because it has that nice point to it. This still doesn't feel like a bold red to me. But maybe it's because I'm putting it on first. I'm like, why do I always get so hung up and feel like this is so hard to wear? But I don't feel like this looks really hard to wear. Let me take this off, and then I'm gonna put on another red lip. This one is from Hourglass. This is their Red Zero, and I think hopefully this gets me to the red that I want to work with. I finally feel like we're in the bold red lip territory that I was wanting. This is where we have to get to, and this is what I have to work on the rest of my face with. A couple weeks ago, or Recently, Khaki has been talking a lot about how to make colors you don't usually wear work for you by incorporating like colors in the rest of your look, which makes a lot of sense, right? I think we all subconsciously know that that is going to be something that really works, but I feel like for me, I feel like I'm not able to do that, but I think it's also just because the cosmetics that I typically wear don't like land in this wheelhouse. So I think I'm gonna play with some things today that I don't typically play with. But I'm gonna do my base first. And so let's get into that. I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base for primer. And then I'm gonna be using the Dewdrop Foundation from Surratt for my foundation. I have no regrets about decanting this. Next time I do decant it though, I won't go into an airless pump. I will get a refillable thing that has a pump in it. Only because it does seem to, now that it's in a pump, I understand why they don't use this mechanism because the formula definitely needs agitated. The first pump I do every time with it is a little bit watery. So just something to know. It's like not the end of the world. It still looks and works beautifully on my skin. Just something I've noticed. I'm going to use the Dewdrop Concealer as well into... Because we are wearing this red lip, I feel like I want to keep the skin warmer than I usually keep it. Not that this is a warm red. I think that whenever Hourglass released this, this is supposed to be like a neutral red. I feel like it still leans like a bit more blue than it is completely neutral. Instead of contouring with the shade Intuition from Ritual de Fille, I'm gonna contour with the Stylist from Victoria Beckham in the shade Travertine, because this is a little bit more of a bronzer, but will also be using bronzer too. I feel like because I'm wearing a bold red lip, a little bit of nose contouring could be okay. I don't know. We'll find out together. I think I've talked about this a couple of times, but this BK Beauty 112 brush is like my favorite brush. I want every brush brand to release a brush like this. It's so genius. Is this one of Angie's brushes? No, it's not. It's just one of their regular brushes. It's so good because it's so nice and small, and I feel like it really keeps the contour where I want it, but also blends it out really well, but not like too far, because sometimes I feel like when I use just like a bigger contouring brush, I feel like I get the contour everywhere. Yeah, so there we are. A little bit of sculpting, and then I'm gonna use some bronzer. And I am going to use the Chanel Le Beige bronzer because I like the warmth of it. And I think if I use my Victoria Beckham, it would be too light of a bronze. And I think that whenever you're wearing a lip like this, the rest of your face also has to like kind of meet it where it's at. Because I feel like right now, without other stuff on my face, I feel like the lip is really like washing me out, which I think is a cool look if that's what you're going for. But I feel like I don't really always love that look because I feel like, you know what I mean? It's just like everything just goes right here. Oh my god, I didn't even blend out the contour on my nose. And you weren't even gonna tell me. Are you even really a friend? The other day, I went out and I got coffee. I don't know if this happens anywhere else, but when my lips are really dry, coffee just like clings to it. But not only that, sometimes it gets around the outside of my mouth. I had coffee like all over my face and no one told me. And I even looked at myself in a mirror at one point and I still didn't see it. I don't want to go like too heavy on the bronzer, but this bronzer is the most red bronzer that I have. And so I just feel like, see how like we're like kind of coming to life over here. So now we have a little bit more going on the face. I feel like the lip is really starting to look a little more at home on my face. So I don't really have any like red blushes. This is the part where I have a little bit of issue. I don't want to wear an orange blush or like something that is just straight orange. I don't want to wear something like Kiss of Copper or even like a peachy blush. I just feel like I need something that has a little more like oomph to it. So my mind first goes to Phytosurgeons and some of the shades I have from them. I don't want to use condensate because I feel like that's too cool toned, but I feel like something like Exothermic could bring something to my cheek without being like the star of the show. And then I also have Evaporate here. That looks a little too earthy. I don't know. I feel like I'm wondering also maybe the Chantecaille Sunbeam Eye and Cheek in the shade Ray. Let's try Exothermic. See, that looks a little bit berry-y to me. It doesn't not go. It's kind of working, but I think I can't go much heavier than that on the cheek. But I feel like it is adding a little bit of, it's giving me a little more warmth on the cheek. We're starting to bring it all together. I feel like this would be a really good time to use my highlighter from Lunar Beauty, the shade Mars. Okay, great. I feel like that looks really good. I'm gonna powder my face and then we're gonna start working on the eye. Now I'm gonna work on the eyes, and I think I'm gonna actually use some of my single shadows to pull this together. I'm gonna prep my eyes with the NARS Smudge Proof Shadow Base. And I've actually been watching a lot of, do any of you watch Naomi John? I think she used to do beauty content and now she just kind of does like buys silly things off of like TikTok and whatnot and then like reviews them. And it's like very much like that kind of brain massaging kind of content where it's like, I don't need to pay a lot of attention to it. Anyway, she does really dramatic eye looks and they look so good on her. And I'm like, I can do that. So I'm feeling inspired to do something a little bit more dramatic. But I do kind of want the lip to speak for itself. But I don't want to do like something too simple on my eyes either. So we're going to see where we land. So I'm going to start with the shade Brick. I really don't know where we're going to go. Like, I don't know what the journey is. But I think I want to kind of do like a little bit of a cut crease situation. Oh, that's pretty high. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'm gonna build out the rest of this with my Viseart Grand Pro 1X. I'm gonna just like add some more depth. Then I'm gonna take this Natasha Denona red shade. I am gonna put a little bit of glitter primer down. I'm only gonna actually like put that on the inner portion of my eye. Just, I want to do something a little bit different. And just to walk you through what I did, because I probably sped through it, I like did this upper portion, which I feel like people are going to be like, I love that you drew on eyebrows, which is not really what I was doing. I was just creating a cut crease, so it's not a brow, no matter what you think it is. It's not that. And then I took my cellar water after I blended that to like cut out this, sort of winged shape. And I'm gonna take this glitter glue and I'm gonna like put it right here and a little bit onto the lid. I'm gonna all the way across the lid. And then going into that red shade from Natasha Denona. And then there's this like warmer brown shimmer. I'm gonna take a fluffier brush and I'm gonna get that on there. And then I'm gonna kind of just like blend out this portion. And then I have this Cleona shade that's a little bit newer to me. It is the shade Light Fast. And I am gonna take that on a smaller brush. And it has like a bit of a red iridescence to it, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna focus that on the inner corner to just brighten it up a little bit. And now I'm going to try the shade Cinnamon. It's one of the Victoria Beckham Satin Cajole liners. I bought this last week and it just came today. So I'm going to just do a wing with that. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. I think it's kind of cute. I also like that I tried doing something a little bit different with my eyes that I haven't done something like this in a while. So I'm pretty pleased with it. But if you happen to be new to my channel, this is a good video to get into my channel because I like to love my makeup collection first and foremost, while I also love reviewing and trying new things. At the core, I really just want to love my makeup collection and encourage you to love your collection first and foremost because new things are nice, new things are fun, but we already have a lot of stuff. Well, some of us already have a lot of stuff and we don't love it enough. So taking a look, like this is a red lipstick. I don't wear that often. And so it's like I wanted to make a purposeful video where I tried to wear it. And then now I have red eyeshadow on and I got to try a couple new things. So like the eyeliner, but it's from Victoria Beckham. It's a satin kajal and I already love that eyeliner. I just wanted some new colors, and so that was a new shade. So I'm very into this. I think it's really pretty and stunning, and I'm very into it. So subscribe if that sounds good to you. Make sure you like this video, share it if you think it's shareable, and I'm on patreon.com if you'd like to support me there. I do one additional video every month, as well as my podcast with Kaki, which gets released weekly. You can check that out. It starts as low as $1, and I also have channel memberships down below. If you're a channel member, you get all the same things as the patrons, and vice versa, so you don't need to do both. Or either, because that's optional, and I'm not trying to pressure you to join my Patreon. It's just an option if you would like to do that. So I think that's everything that I have to say to you. So I'm going to leave you here. Remember to follow your hope, and you'll find me. I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye-bye! Oh no, that's not what we do. I'll see you in a video really soon. Go forth. Tits out. Bye-bye.